So today guys, we're going to talk about my wedding camera gear and what I use. So let's get right into it. So if you guys didn't know, I shoot a lot of weddings during the year. I just got into it last year, but so now I'm just getting more and more jobs, and it's really actually taken off. So the city that I live in Hanover, Pennsylvania. It's a nice city, but like it's not like a big city as in like Baltimore or Harrisburg or like Chicago or anything like that. So I gotta keep my prices in like the ballpark of everything. But let's just get right into the gear that I use. First off, the first thing I use is an A6500. That's what I'm recording on this right now, so you can't really see that. So the other camera that I use is the Sony A6300. Why I use two cameras? That's a good question. So the A6300, what I do is this will probably go on my monopod. So I'll use this one for my stationary clips. So like if I'm doing the bouquet or like getting some shoe shots or like earrings or just still shots, but still keeping it as in the same thing. Because everything's the same other than this don't have the in-body stabilization. So that's why I use the 6500 for my moving shots. The two lenses that I like to use is this is the Sony 35mm 1.8. I mostly use this all the time for pretty much every shot. That's my go-to lens. I use this for when I'm doing my motion shots, when I'm going forward, when I'm going back, when I'm trying to get close-up shots. It's a really nice lens to have. Some people use 50s or a nifty 50. I just like using the 35 because with the crop it puts it just a hair above the 55, so it's really nice. The second lens I use, I actually just purchased this, and this is the 18-105 G series lens. It's not the G Master, but it's the G series. The only reason why I got this is because like when they're doing their valves and stuff, so I'm trying to get a closer up shot to their faces, and so I don't have to like have my whole gimbal and my monopod like right in their face. So this is a really good lens. It's got a motorized zoom on it, so like it's really clean and smooth. So but I ain't gonna be zooming in and out and any of that stuff. It's just gonna be a set. I'm just gonna hit that piece, and then that's what I come with. So I'm really happy this year to try this out, so I can't wait. So there are my lenses, what I use. Another thing that I use is a drone. This is the DJI Mavic Pro. It's probably the best drone I've had. I've had the Phantom Standard and that and stuff, but I like this because it's compact. You can have it not as much room in your bag or your cases or stuff. So I mean, shoots 4K. I shoot 4K at 24. The price on it, it's actually not bad for what you're getting. But I might be possibly upgrading to the Mavic Air since it's a lot smaller and I can actually put more stuff in it. But I run 2 batteries. I use a 64 gig SD card, and it's plenty for what we're doing at the weddings. I mostly do, when I use this, I'll hit where the reception is, or where they're getting married, the chapel, or just the area where they're get some nice aerial shots of the whole wedding. And at the end, sometimes I can get some cool shots of them like walking away, just the end shots. So that's what I mostly use that for. This is the DJI Mavic Pro. For sound, like for mic, I use the Tascam Wireless Lav Mic. I mostly put this on the groom and then run it up, or I'll put it on the mics or whatever. And then another thing I use, you're hearing this right now, is the Rode mic. I can get closer, when I'm up close, I can get some good sound on this, but most of the time it's this. You can't go wrong with this. it's a lot better quality, and you don't have to be right up on those guys or the girl, and you know, it's just turn it on, turn it off, and it's battery powered. I use a little SD card, and it can last up to 14 hours. So if you're getting into wedding filming, this is probably your best bet. But I'm about to buy the new Rode mic that they came out with. It's like a wireless where it actually hooks on to the top. Like, it would be, the adapter would go on here on top of your camera, but then you would have something like this that would hook to the bride or the groom, but it actually connects with your camera, so when you're recording, you can keep everything synced, and you don't have to do a lot. It's a lot less work in post. So, but that's what I said. I gotta save some money to get that, but this is the best mic you can actually get and do for weddings, and it's real crisp and sounding. Lighting, I just bought this too. This is the Lume Cube. It's really nice. I take it out. I'll use it for, if I use it for a wedding, I'll use it like to get like a cool dark shot at night, and then have this propped up on one of my tripods or something. So then you get this bright light behind them, and then have them kissing, and just if I have to use some different lighting in different areas. So if it's too dark in the room, or I just need lighting period, just a nice little thing to have to put on top of your camera. Another lighting that I use is this big boy. It's the Platinum. You get them at Best Buy. It works good. It's battery powered, so you can buy extra batteries, and it's just real nice, real big. You can put it on tripods. You can put it on like anything. It has its own stand. Has a remote control. So I mean, you can get different gels for it. You can take that off, get blue, red, whatever, if you're into it. But you know, for weddings, you really won't have to do that. So then, here's my gimbal. This is the Zion Crane 2. It's not the version 2, but it's the Crane, but just the other version. And I have 2 of them. So like if I have a second shooter and he don't have one, I like to be able to just have it, or if one just takes a crap, I have one for backup, and plus it came with extra batteries. This is the Shot. It's called Shot. I use this, and it helps stabilize it and gives me better shots with it. Hint Shot, I guess. And it's just an all-out nice setup for shooting weddings. I mean, your pricing on this is like $300 to $500. This thing for Amazon was like, I don't know, like $50. So I mean, you can't go wrong. It'd be nice to have a Ronin M, but you know, that's a lot more money, and yeah, just a lot more money. The batteries on this thing last all day. I can do 3 weddings just on this gimbal and never have to charge it. And I mean, I've been using it and it's still fully charged. I mean, it's ridiculous. So you can never have enough batteries when you're shooting Sony. When you're shooting Sony or anything, the battery life on these are, I like to shoot native batteries, Sony batteries, because they last a little longer. You can go on Amazon and actually buy like aftermarket ones, and they last a good bit. But when you're shooting 4K, I can tell you right now, these will freaking eat up. I mean, I have like 10, I think. So I mean, I'll probably use a good 7 of them on the whole night with both cameras. So you can never have enough batteries. And I use this little, I got it off Amazon. I don't even know what it's called, Bon Quani, whatever, SD card. I have like, this thing's full of SDs. I have one on my computer right now, and it's so nice. It's gel, it's weatherproof, it's quick and easy. You can throw in, throw out, whatever you need. But I have, for my monopod, I have the Siri monopod with the tripod bottom on it. The best thing I ever bought. It's real quick, easy, lights, carbon fiber, and it has a monofroto fluid head on it. That's what I'm recording with right now, and I tell you right now, it's probably the best thing I got for my wedding filming, totally. And everything will be linked down the bottom. I have my kit for my wedding stuff. So if you guys have any questions and like what I would recommend for you to use, or if you have any questions about any of the equipment that I use, just hit me up. There's no problem. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Later, guys. Peace.